a fucking a-hole.
Hola. You guys would not believe how many times I have sat down to refilm this video. I am sick of it. Not like refilm, just like refilm the beginning of it. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of it. I am heated. I'm full of rage today. I'm heated. I'm full of rage, and I'm ready to share my truth with the world. I'm ready to share my truth. I had an experience today, and we're gonna do a little dissection, a little discussion time. Bring your snack of choice, bring your notebooks. We're about to talk this out, okay? Okay. Today I went to with my friend. On the way back, we stopped at this coffee shop, right? My friend and I were sitting there having this great fucking discussion, and in walk like 3 guys. Instantly, the vibes changed. I was not having it. I was pissed. It was no longer peaceful and serene and enjoyable. They were fucking loud. They were, and you could tell, like, the instant they came in, the volume of the place just like went up by like 10 octaves. And I'm not a quiet person really by any means, but it was just an interruption to the daily life. It was not here for it. I was not here for it. I didn't like it. I got really upset because it got me thinking about women, and my feminine rage was coming out. She was being invoked. I was having flashbacks to every story ever I've heard of women who are in scenarios where men come in and kind of control the environment and control the atmosphere, and I was like getting flashbacks like, oh my god, this sucks. And part of me really wanted to turn around and be like, do you have to be this fucking loud? And guess what, bitch? I might have said anything to them, but I started yelling too. If you're gonna be loud, I'm gonna be fucking loud too. And it just ignited this fury within me. And today I want to talk about that. I want to talk about the feminine rage. I want to talk about the fury that is ignited in me. So let's really just delve into this topic. The first thing that I want to touch on in relation to this specific incident, whether or not they meant to control the environment or change the environment or make it not so fun, they still did. That's the reality of it. So what can we digress from this? We can digress several things. Number one, take up space, bitch. Take up space. I don't care where you are, what you're doing, who you're with. If you are a woman and you're around other men, take up space. Do you notice how many times a man will walk into a room and start talking really loud, start talking over you? How many times have you ever noticed men coming into a room and physically taking up space by running into on the sidewalk or walking into a room and sitting down next to you and manspreading, right? You deserve that just as much You deserve that just as much as a man. So do it. Take up your space. Sit manspread. Walk into a room. Don't stand by the wall. Go for the middle. When you are sitting somewhere, sit in your seat. Spread your stuff out. Obviously, like, be considerate of other people, but, you know, I'm specifically talking in instances when we're dealing with men. On the sidewalk, right? You know, if you're walking and there's a man, don't move. Don't move. The amount of times, and I have done this, and other women have talked about this, if you are walking and a man's walking towards you and you don't move, he will run into you because he doesn't care. He doesn't give a shit, okay? Take up space. Speak your mind, bitch. Speak your mind. I love speaking my mind, as we know. That's why we're here. That's why we're here. It's why we're enjoying this moment with the two of us. If you're in a situation that makes you uncomfortable or you feel like men are domineering a space, guess what? You have choices, you have options, you have a voice, and you can use it. And I'm learning how to use my voice too in situations, so specifically with men. Fucking use it. They're loud as hell and they're annoying, so you can do the same. Use your voice. Speak your mind. Speak your truth. Don't be afraid to stand up for yourself. Don't be. You deserve a place just as much as the next man. A lot of women have internalized misogyny, unfortunately. But the patriarchy is just like established that like we just have this ingrained in us. And it's shown in little ways, even with other women. And it really, really sucks, which is why it's super important that when you have conversations about women and feminism that you are, and I hate saying educating yourself because sometimes that phrase is so thrown around and overused. Like, what the fuck is even educating yourself mean, right? Like, what does it look like? Being open to hearing ideas and like criticism of just kind of like, you know, aware of the things you're doing. Why are you doing the things you are? Why are you judging other women for the things that they're doing? Instead of taking a step and being like, okay, well, like the root of this probably most likely leans back to the patriarchy. I know y'all are sick of hearing me say that, but I'm not going to shut up about it. And this kind of leads into my discussion and dissection of the Barbie movie. In the year of the Barbie movie, are we still being misogynistic? Unfortunately, yes, there are still shitholes out here who decided they want to make everyone's life miserable and reinforce this horrible tradition known as the patriarchy, which just establishes men as in charge of everything. They think they are. They're not. It just happens that they also are
well endowed.
The strength area physically, and so, you know, when women do decide to have a voice and stand up, they end up getting like killed or raped or stuff like that. So it's like super chill and cool for a lot of women. When talking about the Barbie movie, you know, I don't want to turn this into a huge dissection. You know, I definitely may turn my one entire video just into a dissection of the Barbie movie. What can we learn about the Barbie movie? Let me just delve into that with you. Let's please delve into that. The whole concept of the Barbie movie was basically switch the roles, right? Barbie is learning what it means to be a woman in today's society. She thinks everything is great, and that Barbie Land has done so much to empower and change the real world in terms of how women are treated. But then she gets to the real world and realizes that, you know, it's not changed. It's very much still upheld by the patriarchy. Men are still very much in charge and ruining the lives of women everywhere. There is a scene with, I don't even know what her name is in the movie, but actress America Ferrera, I think her name is, and she has this monologue where she describes to a T what it is like to be a woman to Barbie. This conversation is super interesting because while all of this is happening, right, Ken is out realizing that men run the world, and he loves it. He fucking loves it. He turns all of Barbie's homes and her friends' homes into Mojo Doja Casa houses. So basically the hyped up version of a man cave, and it sucks. And he takes over Barbie Land, and you can see him trying to instill these threads of patriarchy into Barbie. Or into Barbie Land, and it pisses me off because a lot of men, first of all, leave the theater with several different perspectives on this, right? They leave the theater, they're like, I didn't get it, right? It's stupid, it's about a doll, I don't get it. And it's like, okay, well, okay, like obviously you don't get it, so fuck you. Then there's the men who leave the theater and they're like, oh my gosh, like I relate so much to Ken and, you know, what he's been through. Because at the end he reveals to Barbie that like he doesn't know who he is without her, and he feels really, really sad because Barbie always leaves him out of things and doesn't want to hang out with him and kind of treats him like shit. And this kind of pissed me off about the movie, and Barbie apologizes to him, which pissed me off. She went way too easy on Ken because in my opinion, he got everything that was coming to him. Like he got everything he deserved. And the point of Ken was to also show a side of women, right? It was not to make men feel like they're seen or hurt, because men shouldn't relate to Ken. There's a problem if you do. Ken was also there to show the side of women where it's like, again, reversing the roles of Ken is just Barbie's accessory, like women are to men in movies and in shows. The way that Barbie dismissed Ken or was treating him like an accessory was very much the way that men dismiss women and treat them like they're just an accessory and don't see them as a human being. And it really pissed me off the way the men were leaving the theater and thinking they could relate to Ken, when in reality both Barbie and Ken were supposed to be showing sides of what it means to be a woman. It was so empowering to see a film about a childhood doll who represented female empowerment fulfill the deep yearning and longing for women to be seen, especially in media and in honestly just in life in general. I saw this one video of this pastor that I actually used to not follow, but just kind of, I knew people who followed him and I knew people who associated with him, and he bought a Barbie dream house and brought it up on his stage at his church and smashed it to pieces with a Bible covered bat, and was like rebuking it and saying it was the devil. And let me just say, I am sick and fucking tired of feminism and women being made out to seem that they are evil and this new wave of feminism is evil, trying to make women seem like the bad guys again. I'm tired of having to fit into these expectations that society puts women in about like how you should act and who you should like and what you should say. And I am a feminist to the core in the fact of I'm for women. I want to see them succeed. I'm tired of seeing women suffering, and part of feminism is not just, oh, we want equal pay, and oh, we want to be represented here, and oh, we want to be respected here. Of course that's a part of it. Of course wanting respect is a part of it. It's a big part of it. But it is also in the little ways, in the ways where I see other women, especially conservative women who refuse to partake or refuse to associate with feminists because it's evil or like liberal, then they turn around and you can see just this internalized misogyny oozing oozing out of them. And it's like, that is what I'm talking about. That is why I stand with feminists. That's why I am a feminist, because I see other women hate criming other women, for crying out loud. Women don't deserve that. And whether that be, like I said, being empowered to be a stay-at-home mom or a businesswoman who maybe also wants kids or doesn't. Your choice is your choice, and women deserve respect regardless. And I also feel like I can exclusively speak to a kind of a niche group, which is like Christians in this area, because there is so much misogyny within that community. The amount of just shit and abuse and just disgusting stuff that I know women are taught and that I have heard said to women in those spaces disgusts me. Shitting on other women, being told that you are just a helpmate for your man and nothing more, that your entire life is destined and chalked up to being a stay-at-home mom. Whether you like it or not, there is no other option. Being told that basically singlehood is from the devil and marriage is the pinnacle of what you want to reach. Ridiculous. But this is stuff that women are taught in Christianity and honestly in a lot of other religions. But I feel like there's this exclusive group within the religious community that really has some deep internalized misogyny, and not just among women, but also, I mean, it's blatant in men. It's fucking blatant. I have these instances like today with the men who are coming in and kind of just disrupting my peace, and whether or not they intended to do that, it is something that is a reality of how men act, and it fucking sucks and it pisses me off. And I'm so sick of women thinking that they just have to just accept it. This is what it is. This is how men act. This is who men are. Oh, boys will be boys. No, they fucking won't, because it's not okay. Women have a voice. Women are loud. Women take up space. If you're uncomfortable with that, I would suggest you take a quick look inward. I didn't mean down, I mean inward. And see women for more than just objects. See women as more than just accessories to your life, to make your life better, because that's not our job. It's your job to take care of yourself, and women will slay outside of that. Conversation also makes it really hard dating men sometimes, because it's like you think you found a good one and then you're like, so he hates women. Cool, dude. So ladies, I'm assuming it's probably just ladies who are watching this video, so thanks for watching. You're powerful, you're a slay, you're a boss bitch. Well, I am gonna tell you differently. You, again, deserve a place at the table. You deserve to be seen, you deserve to be heard. See you next time, guys. Bye.